Alright, is that the thumbnail? Is that the thumbnail sorted? I'm hoping so. Alright. So it seems I've actually inherited quite the backyard. I'm not going to lie. We've got a half-court basketball hoop over there, and about a 15-metre pool right behind you, right in front of me, and all of the positivity in the world, because as of right now, Tuesday the 29th of October, geez, the month's getting away on me. It's almost November. I'm almost 34 years of age, but we'll get to that later. As of today, Tuesday, we're 8 days officially sober from alcohol, and I wanted to make this video yesterday, but life's just been on such a roll at the moment. I'm just rolling with it. I am just riding the wave of sobriety after a lengthy period of non-sobriety. And we all know that each and every time you do get sober is different. Life will have changed from the previous time. You may be faced with more challenges this time or less challenges. And in this case, for me, I'm faced, thankfully, with less challenges than I have done previous. And I don't know whether that, I'd be stupid not to think that that fact has contributed to my success this time. But there's multiple things that have contributed to it, or to me just not giving in this time, finding the motivation from somewhere to do a complete 180. That's exactly what I've done over the last 8 days. I have cut drinking out completely, and I have brought back in with a vengeance exercise. And so 8 days sober from alcohol and 6 days worth of exercise under the belt, and less anxiety as the days go on, and less brain fog as the days go on, depending on how much sleep I get, of course. Less restlessness at night. It seems as if my body is doing what it needs to completely detox and rid myself of this poison that has flowed through my veins for the last 4 years, but in this case, the last 8 months straight, 9 months straight. And the first 7 days, first 8 days, we're on day 8, has gone in phases. The first couple of days, I actually took off of work. I took annual leave, and I did that. I put in for that weeks beforehand, because I had in the back of my mind this date and this time to give it my best shot and give it another go. And so I put a couple of days leave in, took those, did pretty much nothing, and felt guilty for it in a way, but looking back on it now, a week, further on, anything but drinking on those first couple of days was going to be positive. And so, I do have a habit of, I do have a tendency to give myself a hard time, probably too much of a hard time. And on those particular days I was, but, at the end of the day, I stuck to the plan, and the plan was to do whatever it took to not drink. And I thought that taking away the stress of having to go to work would work in my favour. And looking back now, I think it did. I just had to completely relax, completely, give myself those 2 days to just sit with it if need be. But, let go of all responsibilities, let go of any triggers that may, cause me to want to drink. And to be honest, I'd be lying if I said this last week hadn't been relatively easy. I'm ready. How long this sobriety attempt will last is anyone's guess, and I'm not going to try and put a number on it, and I'm not going to say I'm never going to drink again. I'm not going to say any of those things. It's a day at a time, and each and every day I have a choice to drink. And today, for example, I'm not going to, because I don't want to. And so that's pretty powerful when you can actually say, I actually don't want to, today at least, because my day's been so positive, and I want to do the exact same tomorrow as I've done today, which is go to work with a positive attitude, put my absolute 100% into it, into my role and my conversations with people, and not feel like I'm putting a mask on because I'm hungover and all I can think about is a drink after work. It's very freeing, even just 7 days in, and it's freeing, and it makes me proud. You know what I mean? It makes me proud, and a proud person walking into work with your chest up high, your head up high, chest out, is a person that I want to be. I'm sick of just walking into work with my head down and don't really want to be there, and it's like, why? You know what I mean? It was through lack of sleep and being hungover, of course. But look, we're working on it. So the first stage was the first 2 days. I took completely off. The second stage was day 3, 4 and 5, or day 3 and 4 at least, where I started going back to the gym. I went really, really hard on day 1 and day 2, and so my body just went into complete shock, and the restlessness that I experienced during day 1 and 2, at night at least, got worse, to be fair, and my body just went into complete shock after going back to the gym after 9 months without the gym. I'd done some running, but as far as lifting weights, intensely, I hadn't done it for months and months and months. So my body basically took that beating, and so did my sleep, and then we worked our way through it, and then we're at Friday. Okay, so Friday came, 4 days sober from alcohol, feeling fatigued, of course, brain fog, still quite anxious, but feeling prouder by the day. And so I'm walking into work on Friday, and I had 2 good days at the gym under my belt, 4 days of sobriety, 4 days of relatively good eating, and I felt like this is it. Okay, this weekend you're going to have off of work for the first time in a long time. You don't have to work that job that triggered you every single time you did a shift, but are you going to be able to fill your time, fill your day enough, and be content enough in your thoughts and in your emotions and in your regrets from the past, which always come up after stopping drinking for a while. Are you going to be okay sitting in that, and are you going to get through the weekend without buying any alcohol? And it was a question that I didn't actually know the answer to. So the weekend came and went, and I basically did, apart from including the gym as well, I basically did exactly what I did on Monday and Tuesday, which was, give myself a break, okay? Laze about if need be, but get a workout in during the morning, which I did both days. But basically, just give myself a break, give myself a fucking, cut myself a break, and have some time off. And that's what I did again. So then Monday rolled around. We're 7 days sober from alcohol. I'm thinking about it less and less. And so we've got phase 1, which was day 1 and 2. Not having to work, just lazing about. Phase 2, day 3, 4 and 5, which was bringing exercise back in and my body just continually dealing with the detox process. And then we've got phase 3, which is Saturday and Sunday, where my body sort of got used to the exercise somewhat. So my anxiety decreased a hell of a lot. I was able to get a really, really good sleep on Friday night and again on Saturday. And so Saturday and Sunday, the phase 3, the first weekend, my first weekend off, just getting used to having time off without drinking, of course, coming to terms with that, and another couple of days of exercise, and so everything's going well. That's phase 3. And then I guess now we're in phase 4, which was Monday and Tuesday so far, so days 8 and 9. And phase 4, I would say everything is just starting to come together. My training is going as well as I ever could have expected. I've now trained each and every muscle group twice. I've gotten just a little bit of strength back. Each and every training session I do, moving forward, at least for the next couple of months, I'm going to be able to get just that little bit stronger, or do that couple more reps per set, which is going to then motivate me even more to continue. It was just about getting in there and just getting some blood pumping. Like I said in a previous video, my heart rate had not gone over 120 beats per minute, which is like a brisk, that's a jog, is a light jog is 140 beats per minute, right? So to never have had my heart rate up above 120 beats per minute for the last 6 months straight, and then for me to go straight into intense exercise every day, it took my body a while to get used to it, but I feel like 6 days in, with the previous training that I have done, muscle memory is proving itself. A base level of fitness seems to be proving itself, and so my weights workouts and my runs are going better and better as the days go on during phase 4 of our withdrawal from alcohol. And phase 5, I am assuming, will be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so the remainder of this week, and that'll bring us to 2 weeks sober. And if I can have days like I have on Monday and Tuesday, on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, then we'll arrive at the weekend, and maybe even for once in my life, a sense of peace. Maybe the elusive emotion, the elusive feeling that I have not felt for a long, long time. Peace. In here. And in here. And I hope I am on the way to feeling that, because God knows I fucking deserve it. I deserve a bit of peace. We all do. Anyway, those were my ramblings for tonight. I don't know whether I've actually made sense. I don't know exactly what my sort of idea for this video was. I think it's going to be titled A Week Sober and Feeling Better Every Day. But time will tell.